Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Farlie Solomons and today's look is a fresh and bright look that is really good for a day look. Today's foundation is Dior Forever Skin Glow and my shade is 2W. And the concealer that I've used today is Dior Forever Skin Correct and my shade is 2N. For the eyebrows, I have used Anastasia Beverly Hills and the shade is Ebony. The palette that I've used today is Too Faced Natural Lust, and if you know me well, you know I love this palette and nothing goes over this palette because this palette consists all of my favorite shades. I love all the shades. The first shade from this palette is Call Me Back, and I have always used this shade on the crease line. Goes well with all the other shades, but since it's a day makeup, it's a bright like a day makeup, I wanted it to be nice and shimmery and at the same time look glamorous. So I have put this shade on the crease line. As you can see, I have used a blending brush, a small blending brush, just to place the shade on the crease line. And I like to swirl my brush as I go from the outer corner towards the inner corner, just to blend the shade really well into the crease line. I'm just going back and forth, as you can see, from the outer corner towards the inner corner and then going back. The next shade from this palette is these two shades called Fall Hard and Take the Cake. I have used both the shades together on the entire eyelid. As you can see, I have used a flat brush to place the shade on the entire eyelid from the inner corner towards the outer corner, leaving the crease line. My brush is dry and I haven't wet the brush. I have placed some loose powder under the eye just to prevent any fallouts from the shades. And I love my haircut. I cut it short. Thank you for all your love and support that you have given me on Instagram regarding my haircut. I know you liked it. I liked it too. Okay, so this going back with the shades, I'm just using these two shades again on the entire eyelid and just adding up the shades. That's it. The intensity of the shade totally depends upon you. I just wanted to add up more of these shades on the eyelid. Not the crease line, on the eyelid. This goes up to the crease line. Just avoid the crease line and yep. The next shade from this palette is Sex Drive. And this is a shimmery shade. I have not wet my brush. I have simply picked up a small flat brush just to place the shade on the entire eyelid. Like I said, I wanted this to be a very shimmery kind of a look, and I like to wear these kind of shades when I go out during the day, and especially when I need to go to the beach, or I have I mean if I join my friends to go out for lunch or something like that. I like wearing shades like this on my eyes, but it completely depends upon you. If you don't want anything shimmery, you can opt for a matte look. I have used this brush that has a sponge tip to it, and what I did is I simply did wet the brush and I have picked up Flirty Pop from the palette, and this goes again on the entire eyelid just to give that luminous kind of a feel on the eyelid. I have placed this shade with a wet brush, and whether it does have a sponge, what the sponge does, it does make a lot of difference. I mean, using the normal brushes and using brushes like this, first, it's easy to apply. Second is, I really like it when I wet these kind of brushes, and when I apply the wet shades on the eyes, it kind of brings out the whole shade and it just makes it look so gorgeous. Yes, that's the reason I have used this brush. But if you don't have anything like this, you could just use a normal brush. Going back with Call Me Back, I'm just simply going over the crease line using the same brush that I used for the crease line. Blending it really well, just basically blending all the shades really well. So that's the reason I have gone back with the crease shade and just softening all the edges out there. You can see a little bit of the fallout from the shade, but you're all good if you have loose powder under the eyes. You're all good, trust me. The next shade from this palette is Pinned Down. And this goes just on the crease line. Now this is something that I really need to explain. I am simply going back and forth on the crease line from the outer corner towards the inner corner. I am not going to just wing it out or do anything. I am simply placing the shade on the crease line. And if you have noticed, the brush that I have used has a small tip to it. So it's really easy for me to place the shade on the crease line. And then just going back with Flirty Pop. Just the final blendings that I need to do. And like I said, just the final blending that I need to do, going back with Call Me Back. I'm simply just going to blend everything really well. Something like this. You're almost there. It's a very, very easy look and quite wearable. Like I said, I always like to wear this kind of shades when I go out during the day. This is also good during the night. I mean, if you have an evening dinner or something like that, I mean, why not? But I mean, typically I like this during the day. And then going back with Flirty Pop, I'm just going to apply this shade on the lower lashes, under the lower lash line. Just like that. I have used the same brush, and since the sponge is wet in this brush, I didn't damp the brush. I have just used the same brush. I'm dipping the same brush into the same shade and just going under the lash line. That's it. Just blurring it out under the lash line. Something like this. And then going back with Pinned Down, I'm just going to place this shade on the outer corner using a flat brush and just blurring it on the outer corner. So that's it. Like I said, it's a very easy look, but it's a very glamorous look. I mean, it just looks so gorgeous. Like I said, I'm just blurring the shade out, diffusing it as much as I can, just giving it a little bit more edge to the outer corner. Basically, this shade gives more of an edge to the outer corner of the eyes. And then for the eyelashes, I have used Farlie Solomons, that's mine, eyelashes, and this is in style Drama Queen. And now if you really like these kind of lashes, the link is down in the description box. You could just follow the link and pick up your lashes. I do have 10 styles of lashes, and why do I like these lashes? It's because it makes it my favorite, absolutely my favorite. There is no say to it. But the reason I say so is because they are so comfortable and they are so light on the eyes. Just love them. For the mascara, I have used Nars Climax, and this goes on the lower lashes as well as the upper lashes. This is how it should look like. I love the lashes. Like I said, they are really, really light on the eyes. And for the concealer, I have just used Dior concealer, Forever Skin Correct, and it's in shade 2N, and this goes under the eyes just to brighten the space under the eyes and to make it look more lovely. Basically to brighten the space under the eyes. And then I have used a small beauty blender to just diffuse the concealer and just diffusing it some more with a damp beauty blender, and then placing a loose powder over it. It's really very essential to place a loose powder over any concealer just so that it doesn't move and stays in its place. The loose powder that I have used today is Too Faced, Born This Way, and this is translucent, though I would say this does have a little bit of tint to it, but it doesn't actually when you apply this, it's not visible at all. So that's the reason I love using this loose powder, because it's not cakey on my face. And for the bronzer, I have used Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and another favorite of mine. I have always used this bronzer too, and this goes on all the necessary areas. Basically, I'm just going to run the brush on my entire face, just like you see on the hollows of my cheeks, the jawline, the forehead, and my nose. I have used a small I've used a small brush today to place my bronzer, and I just wanted it to be really tight and not like all over my face. That's the reason I have used a small brush today. And like I said, I always like to shape my nose, and especially with a bronzer, it just looks so beautiful. I mean, it looks luminous on the, it gives you that sheen, it gives you that kind of sunny kind of a effect, you know, just like you've been out in the sun and your face has turned like this goddess. I don't know what crap I'm talking about, but yes, it just looks so beautiful. I hope you get it. And then I have applied a little bit of concealer on the bridge of my nose. As you can see, and just diffusing the bronzer a little bit more. And this is how it should look like. Like I said, you know, I love that kind of effect that the bronzer gives to the face. And diffusing it some more, a little bit more. I love to diffuse bronzer on my nose. It's a secret, but I can't help it. I need to do this. Oh, don't take me so seriously. And for the blush, I have used Stila Convertible Color, and this is a cream blush, and this is in the shade Gerbera. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. It cannot be Gerbera, it has to be Gerbera. Anyways, all the products are in the description box for you to go through in case you need it. And like I said, I haven't mentioned, I have just used a beauty blender to just pick up the blush and placing it on my cheeks. Like I said, it's a cream blush. It's quite sticky. I have used a bigger beauty blender to just diffuse the blush well on my skin. Picking up more of the blush, placing it really well on my cheeks with a small beauty blender, and I have used a bigger beauty blender to diffuse the blush really well. The effect is all there. That glowy, dewy skin that we always want when we are out in the sun, this is how it is achieved. Feather lips, I have used my favorite Bobbi Brown Crushed Lip Color in the shade Plum. As this lip shade is quite matte, I really wanted it to be more glossier, so I have picked up MaxFactor gloss, and this has a little bit of a pink tint to it, and this is perfect for this look. This is the end of the tutorial, my loves. I hope you guys liked it as much as I loved creating this look for you. If you have liked my video, please don't forget to hit the like button And if you have liked my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I shall see you in my next videos, and if you are following me on Instagram or Facebook, I will see you there too, because I always keep posting something on my Instagram handle. So if you're active out there, I shall see you there almost every day. Take care. Bye bye.